Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another one of my live videos. Today we are talking about the reasons why your staff is not pulling their weight. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. But first of all, I'm Fanie Naude. I'm the Managing Director for BuzzNet Direct, and we help accountants to scale their practices. We especially help accountants that are struggling with marketing and sales to get them more of a constant stream of new ideal clients. So let us jump right into today's training about the reasons why your staff is not pulling their weight. So basically, I've been talking to a lot of accountants, and a lot of them are constantly complaining about, oh no, my staff is not doing their part. Oh no, they're unoptimized, they don't do their work. It's always this, and afraid to jump on the call with clients, and it's just complaint after complaint about your staff. And the thing is yes, it's something to complain about because your staff is most probably your biggest expense that you have. So if your staff is not optimized and you have 20 people doing 5 people's job, and it's not going to go so well for your bottom line at the end of the day. So your profit is not going to be there. That's why it's actually one of the main reasons why a lot of accounting practices make this much turnover, but they do not make any profit. It's because their pricing is wrong. It's because they have too many employees not really doing or pulling their weight, let's say, for example. So let's look at the reasons why exactly this could be happening. So the first thing you need to be looking at is yourself, okay? So the first thing is yourself. Are you a boss or a manager, or are you a leader? Are you someone that's taking action in your own company, working the hardest in your own company? Or do you just, okay, I'm going to take the weekend off, you guys can keep on working? Or like, oh, I'm going to take a vacation, but you guys can just keep the boat afloat. Or no, I'm just going to take a lunch here, and you guys can keep working. If you're not the hardest working person in your practice and you're the owner, there's definitely something wrong. You need to lead by example. If you're not pulling your own weight, how on earth can you expect your employees to do the same? If you're taking off here or taking off there, or not doing your work, or sitting on your phone, playing on your phone, going through Facebook and stuff like that, your employees are going to do the exact same thing. So that's just going to happen. If your employees are constantly sitting there scrolling through Facebook and social media, not doing their work, it could be because you are not the leader that they need. You need to be taking action. You need to be leading from the front, doing the most. You are absolutely the person that needs to be working the hardest. If you are not putting in 12, 13 hours, if your employees are doing 10, it's just a bad example. You're not doing or creating that inspiration for them. You're not motivating them to follow your lead. Because if you're only working 3 hours a day and you expect them to do 10 hours, it's just not going to work. They're going to be extremely negative, just looking at you like, oh, no, it's just not going to happen. And this is something that happens a lot. So people just think, okay, I'm going to hire 10 staff and I'm going to sit back and do nothing. Well, you need a leader in your organization. If you're the owner of a small accounting practice, it's going to be you. You need to fill that role. Even though it's going to be difficult and hard and all that stuff, just do it. If you want your practice to do better, do it. Be the leader in your organization. Then, let's say, for example, you are one of those guys that's constantly doing his best, always on the job, doing everything, working with his employees and not hiding in his office, stuff like that, constantly on the ball, and there's still a problem in your practice where the employees is not pulling their weight. It's a culture problem. So this is the main problem in most organizations, is there's a culture problem. So it's a negative atmosphere. Everybody is negative, always complaining about everything. Oh no, this is so bad, this is so bad. Nobody's motivated to do anything. So when a newcomer comes in and everybody's sitting there on the phones and just doing nothing, and he starts working and doing it, everybody's going to look at him like, you're making the rest of us look bad. Why are you working so hard? Stop working so hard. And everybody's going to pick on the guy because that's the culture. The culture is not working. His culture is just getting by, going for the paycheck every single month. You just need to show up and get the paycheck. That's not what you want in your company. You actually want to change that culture. So if it's a culture problem in your organization, you will need to change that. So basically, the first thing I would do is I would start cracking down on results. Okay, so focus on results. It's not about how many hours worked or how long they're there or something. start looking at key metrics is like results. So what you can go through each job description and see, okay, what can the results be? See, create some process, see how exactly you can measure that. But don't put in processes that's going to create more work where they're already overworked. You know, you don't understand, don't put in stuff like that. Just do it for yourself, check the results for each person. Then you need to be starting to put in a culture of rewarding hard work. So if the person comes in and they're all negative and they tell them, oh no, don't work hard, or you want that culture where the guy comes in, is like, if you're not going to pull your weight, you're not going to get the rewards, or don't bother me, I'm working, this is for my rewards, I'm working towards this. You need an incentive-based program, but you want to make it personalized. So if you're thinking, okay, rewards and all are great, I'm just going to offer bonuses to everybody. That's wrong. Don't do that. Everybody is motivated by something else. Don't think about, okay, this is just going to be a money thing. If you do not know how to reward your employees, that means you don't understand them or know them well enough. And this is something that you will need to be doing. You need to be sitting down with each individual employee and finding out what is his or her personal motivations. What is making them click? Why are they there? What can motivate them? It's not always money. That's just not the thing. It could be more freedom. It could be more time to spend with their families. It could be taking on more responsibility and a way to prove themselves. Or if they're just cracking under the pressure, taking away some of the responsibility. You need to sit down and have that talk with the person. You need to understand your employees, what motivates them, because let's say, for example, you want more time to spend with your family. But the woman have 3 children. She wants time to spend with her children in the afternoon. Well, easy as that. You tell her, well, you can take 2 p.m. you can go home. If all your work is done for the day, 2 p.m. you can go. She's going to work like a monster that entire morning, not going to slack off, not going to play on her phone, because she knows if she can get off 2 p.m., she's going to get to her children, she's going to spend more time with the family, and that's what she really wants to do. So that's a good motivator. Just a simple example, but that's what you want to be having with your employees, having that conversation, seeing what motivates them and what takes them away. And another thing, you need to do this yourself. If you're the leader in your organization, do this yourself. You need to put away that time, spend time with your employees, and understand what their motivations are. Don't give this to some HR department or HR someone to do this for you. That's the biggest load of uselessness I've ever heard of, because if you want to be an inspiration, you want to understand your employees, and you want to create some inspiration and motivation for them, you're not going to tell them, okay, go and tell this random person over there what you want. No, you want to lead from the front. You want to be that leader. Do not give this to someone else. The whole reason HR was developed is because owners and managers and bosses did not want to sit down with their employees and listen to their troubles, listen to what motivation, because that schlep work, it's not lekker, nobody likes it, but it's something that needs to be done. It's going to be having such a big impact in your organization. If you can just do that, do the inspirational work, sit down with them, go through everything. So that's how you implement an incentive-based structure to create a culture of rewarding hard work. And if someone's underperforming, have a sit down, find out what the reason is. There's usually a reason behind underperforming. And if the person is just a narcissist and just cynical about life and do not want to do anything and there's no reason behind it, retrench them. Do whatever you have to, but get them out of your company, because it's not fitting with your culture. Get them out. You do not want those people in your company. So that is what you want to be doing, is change that culture. Be that leader in your organization, because then your employees is going to follow suit and everything is going to start to change around. If all your processes and systems and everything has been put in place, that's what you want to be doing. So thank you for tuning into today's video. Remember, we are in November. We're having this big promotion. All the links and everything is going to be at the bottom. So please give us a like or a comment if this created some value to you. So please, we always love getting some feedback on these videos, and I really hope this created some value. And let's see some positive change in your organizations. We really want to see some positive changes in the accounting industry. So thank you, everybody. Check out all the links in the description. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your week.